Alright, at the time of filming, it's a Friday morning, and it's been a long one. My apprentice had an autistic moment last night, and so we've got a bit of repairs to do. But first thing I've got to do this morning is update my Discord link. I was silly enough to put a expiring one in there, and this one shouldn't expire. So hopefully you guys can actually get on the Discord server now. That was a little oversight that somebody reminded me of well after the fact. And I've got a bunch of videos filmed with that in the background. So that is the new Discord link, which in case you're interested is there. Okay, so it's not a Land Rover job today. This is my apprentice had an autistic meltdown job. She is very much magnetically attached to her Nintendo Switch. If you've ever used a Switch, you will notice something different. Now, I'm not talking about the screen. She does one of these protectors about every week. We're in the process of trying to educate her on that. But you might notice this is missing. I have a couple of new ones in the post, but we're going to see what we can do with this one this morning. See, we did find the pieces. We're going to see if we can make it at least usable for a couple of days till the replacement parts arrive. It is also first thing on a Saturday morning, so I need a cup of tea. Now, I did manage to save the bits and pieces in my small parts drawer, and of course they are so greasy and waxy from their use that I actually almost can't get them out of here. Alright, I need tweezers. You know, years ago, if you had told me that my trade in doing hearing aid repairs would have been a necessary parenting skill, I would have told you were full of crap and I'm never having kids. Although my sentiment about having kids is still somewhat similar. But in any case, it's still a surreal moment. Now, this looks like it's a single break. We can probably get those bits to fit in. So a bit of good quality Loctite might do the job. Alright, we have some quality Loctite and a dressmaker's pin here, which is going to be a technique I did also use at one point with hearing aids. Now, I also need to find a couple other things. Now, what I have previously done is clean both surfaces with alcohol, so isopropyl alcohol, and the tip of this is a bit messed up. Let's clean that off. We're going to put a single drop on the top of this cap here. That's about 10 times what we need, and we're going to use this pin to transfer stuff. Now, firstly, we need to identify which way round that goes, so that looks like that fits in that way. These are difficult to handle. We're going to put just a little drop on with a pin here. Now we need to wick it on to that surface, and just a little bit here to wet the surface. And that's obviously why we have applied to the other surface. Now we're going to turn this around and try and fit this in and apply a little bit of pressure for a few seconds. Now I can hear the tactile switch on the bottom pushing down. At this point, you do run the risk, if you use too much of this, of it going into the controls and actually binding them up. But in this case, we don't really care. We have new ones coming. This is just to get a couple more days out of it until Ozpost can get a package from Brisbane. Okay, it's been about 30 seconds or so. We're going to lift our finger off. We're leaving this off. That's pretty much just a dust shroud. Again, collateral damage for this. We're going to replace it anyway. And yes, she has lost the rubber pads off the top of these. That lasts about a day. It is pocket money day today, and she is going to do a bit of work, and we're going to cash in a stash of returnable bottles for 10 cents a bottle. She might make herself enough to replace a screen protector as well. We're starting to get her to replace these parts so that she sees the cost of the damage she causes. Now, my voice is a bit throaty. I'm going to make another cup of tea, and we'll come back to it. Okay, one important thing, while the glue is still somewhat soft, move it in all 4 directions just to break any glue bonds that might be forming, but be very gentle at this stage. Otherwise, particularly in the sideways direction, this wasn't moving very freely before, and it was about to glue that axis shut. So we'll just give it a bit of a gentle maneuver at this point just to break those bits. Alright, so it's now the afternoon. It's a noisy time of night. You can see me sort of in the cracked screen protector's reflection. The glue seems to have held relatively well. We'll see if it lasts long enough to get a new one. We do need a new screen protector too, but it's $17 a piece. I wish she'd stop breaking these, and they're flat glass, so I might find a cheaper solution if I can. I might just laser cut little bits of acrylic myself. I think it might be a better idea. In any case, hopefully my apprentice appreciates this. She has reimbursed me actually some pocket money to the cost of the new controllers or the new sticks. So yeah, nice for her to take some responsibility like that, and we'll see how we go. But yeah, gluing the stick back on. If it busts off later tonight, I'll make an addendum. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next video. Hope it was fun.